which one was it? No. No. Oh! Yeah, I labeled it drawing tablet. Yeah, that would have been smart. And then, hit that. Let's get the soundtrack going. Alright. I'm curious to know how useful it actually is having the OBS open here. Because if the stream manager is here, then... God. I don't know. Alright, so we're live. I'm drawing the Borderlands thumbnail that I want to use for when me and Clive play. I turned the sketch layer on because I have to add some stuff first. I had a nicer way of doing the siren tattoos, and I can't really remember what it was. Regardless, we're live now. We have the Celeste soundtrack. It's a tiny bit, oops. Yeah, the Celeste soundtrack, because as much as I love the Borderlands soundtrack, I'm not sure if that's the vibe tonight. But yeah, let me try minimizing this. We'll have this open, because I think the stream manager is just a little bit better. I think. I don't know. So, the siren tattoos are on that layer. Oh shit. To put on this one. Right. I don't know if I want to get into story time right now, if I want to wait for more people to be in chat. Oh, and my microphone's all the way up there. Whoopsies. Alright, all is well, probably. So... Oh, hey Nikki, there you are! We got 2 viewers, according to the thing up here. I'm gonna try having the creator dashboard just, like, right here for the time being. Because I think it's a little bit, like, more useful than having OBS. Like, for as, like, helpful as it is over here. It's just, like, I have all the buttons here, so... Yeah. I'm hoping everything is, like, updated. I swear I hit the update stream info button. Here we are! Yeah, so we're drawing the Borderlands thumbnail. I want to use, I'm gonna make that a little bit darker. Or actually, no, go back. And then, so I'm trying to draw Maya's whole face lock thing. I want to get into story time, because, oh boy, Thanksgiving was certainly eventful for me. I hope everyone had a more or less pleasant Thanksgiving. I certainly had a Thanksgiving. That is for sure. Let's see. We'll do this. Make it a little bit bigger. Because yeah, I'm Canadian, so my Thanksgiving was months ago. Oh, perfect. I didn't realize Canadians had their own version of Thanksgiving, but that is really cool. Oops. Filter. I want to save it because, oh boy. I'm not going to say shit hit the ceiling yesterday for the store, but shit was definitely had. There's no denying that. But we'll see. But yeah, hopefully everyone had a good day yesterday. Those who did celebrate, those who didn't celebrate or celebrated another time. I hope that also went well. See, so the phase lock orb is kind of like that, and I think I want to add like another like sort of like darker circle more towards the middle, just to like do that. I had fun Thanksgiving. I'm not gonna say that the day was like perfect or it was any like picturesque thing, but it was. I definitely didn't suffer as much as I thought I might have. Working at the store Thanksgiving. Um, if some of you remember, I posted like last week, like sort of laughing about it, like, haha, I'm gonna get paid time and a half, and my family doesn't really celebrate it all that much. It's fine, and I was pretty happy and content with the hours I had gotten because originally I was scheduled to work, what's it called? It was something to the effect of 11 to 6:30, and the store closes at 6 on Thanksgiving, so that was a closing shift effectively, right? Uh, what ended up happening was when me and Johnny looked at the schedule, we both realized we were the closers, and not that we're particularly bad at closing, but it's not like we want to spend like most of the day at the store on Thanksgiving already. So, and we're not like slow closers at all. Both of us can close the front line very well. If you've never worked fast food before, front line is just the it's the dine, it's the some got a thing about ads. I don't know what that means. Pre-roll ads are disabled for 42 minutes. I mean, I prefer people don't watch ads, but this was the only way we could get the emotes going. Um, where did I leave off? Right, frontline. Frontline is the dining area and just like the front part of the counter, like just behind the counter, so like registers, center line, drive-through window. Everything behind that is the kitchen. That's backline. The issue with both me and Johnny being the closers for Thursday originally was the fact that both of us kind of only know how to close frontline. Like Johnny knows a little bit of backline, but I know nothing of backline. So if it was just me and him that day, uh, it would have been a disaster. We probably would have gotten out like 8 o'clock instead of 6:30, like the shift intended us to. So, uh, thankfully, one of the other workers, one of our buddies at the store, he's a backline closer, and he's actually like one of the people who's in line to get promoted with me. Uh, so because he works kitchen and because he's a back closer, me and him agreed to switch. So rather than work 6 or 11 to 6:30, which is like 7 hours ish, I think, I was gonna be working 8 to 4, which is the full 8 hours. Um, so we were really thankful about that because I'll make this a little bit more blue. We're really thankful about that because if we didn't do that, I don't really know how that would have gone. So I think if anything, I'll just like highlight this part because it's really funny. Uh, actually, if this is the layer I'm gonna put the swirls on, I'd rather have that actually and put the stabilizer on. Oh my god. So there I was. So there I was, 8 in the morning, Carl's Jr. I decided to make coffee syrups for everyone in the store because I recognize that it's like Thanksgiving and all, and I recognize that it's Thanksgiving, and I want like the store to have like fun, right? I feel like last year for Thanksgiving, it was slow because I do remember going home early. That or I'm thinking of Christmas Eve. It was one of the two. Um, and back then I had only worked evening shifts too, so uh, maybe I am like horrendously misremembering it. But I brought coffee and everyone really appreciated it. Or I didn't bring coffee, I brought syrups so we could flavor the coffee at the store. And we were just gonna use like a bunch of those. trying to figure out how I want to draw this. This is actually kind of tough. I haven't done this in a while. I'm there, 8 in the morning. It is pretty dead, actually, when I get there. Like, I was able to finish all my QA training and everything. So, it wasn't too bad. And then at we get like a few orders out here and there. It's really nothing crazy. And then finally, my manager, she comes back from her 10, because that's how we have the schedule set up. Like, every time someone comes in, someone has to go on their break usually. That's usually how the store is scheduled and set up. These two guys come into the store. They look like they work construction, I believe. So it's like, okay, well, it looks like they're working the holiday too, and we get tons of construction workers regardless. So, you know, nothing too out of the ordinary yet. You greet them, you know, customer service and everything. And, ooh, that might not have been the best idea. Alright, here's what we'll do. We'll just put, like, a filter over that so it kind of looks like it's glowing. Then maybe add? Yeah, that looks cool. Oh, hey Viva! Welcome! You're just in time to hear the funniest part of my day yesterday. So 2 construction workers come in. It's, like, mostly normal, and I'm like, okay, well, this is just gonna be, like, another, like, order. Maybe it might be a little big because people might be buying this food to use for their Thanksgiving dinner. I don't know yet, right? So the guy finally comes to the counter, and I'm there. My manager is in the back with our other cook, and the guy goes, "All right, can I get 20 double westerns?" And I'm like, 20 double westerns. And he said, "Yeah, you're gonna hate me for this." And I'm like, "Nope, it's okay, sir." Because, you know, I'm trying to like be positive about the day. I'm getting paid time and a half, right? 8 hours, 20. It gets better. It gets so much better. Don't worry. His next order was 20 breakfast burgers. It gets so much worse. I have the receipt still. I had to save it. We're at 40 burgers. It gets even better. And then he asks, 40 medium fries. So that is a fry for each burger. We're at 80 items now for this order. 80 meal items. Yeah. And then, his next order was a sausage, egg, and something burrito. I can't remember what it was. It was one of our breakfast burritos. And then, like, another double western, but that one without bacon. Yeah, just an extra one off. It was an insane order. Like, yeah, 82 items or so. Do you guys want to know how much this cost? Like, I'm assuming the answer is yes, because I'm building it up so much. Yeah, give. The whole order was $490.02. I was prepped for 40 soft drinks after. Yeah, they did. They did. You know what? And the best part was what happened after I charged them. I've worked at the store for over a year. We're approaching 2 years, come around this coming April. And, you know, biggest orders, I think, have always been, like, somewhere around 150, maybe 180. I don't think I've ever seen anything go over 200. This one was almost $500. And I thought I saw everything. How long did it take to fulfill that order? Like 30 minutes. And it gets better. Uh, I didn't even know our receipts or our receipt printers did this. It had printed like an extra form. I should probably put my phone on do not disturb. It had printed an extra like form. It was like titled like merchant copy and then something else, and it like had a thing like please sign here, and I had never seen that before. Like actually, that was the first time I had ever seen that. I didn't even know that it did that. So he signs the thing. Him and his buddy go out to wait in their car. The order was so big it needed confirmation. Exactly! Exactly! It was massive! And it was just like... Man. To make matters even worse, or better for the sake of entertainment, I guess, this was also around the time when more people started coming into the store. So, I had a brilliant plan. I went to the back. Our restock order just came in, and so I opened one of the box of like shoestring fries. That's just the natural cut. I put all the bags away. I take out the empty box, and I'm like, okay, hear me out. We put the food in here, and it's like a big box at the end of the day, like pretty spacious. That box was not nearly enough to hold all the orders. And again, this is when we start getting like other orders. And mind you, some people are really like intent on spending like part of their Thanksgiving here at Carl's. So there was like maybe there was a good handful of families coming in. There were drive-through orders coming in, and I'm just like, what the fuck do I even do in this situation? For perspective, my GM did not schedule as many people to work on Thanksgiving because, you know, the anticipation is it's slow. And again, from what I remember last year, I think Thanksgiving was pretty slow. The final boss of fast food. Very true. So I don't think she scheduled as much people. The guy that I switched with, because I was supposed to come in 11 this day, but I switched shifts, so I came in 8 to 4. We had to call that guy and be like, hey, can you come in at 10, please? We got a $500 order. He showed up, thankfully, and then we had to call another coworker, and then another coworker, and then we had to call in Johnny early. So we ended up working like the full 8 hours too, instead of just like about 4 or so. It was actually insane. That is nuts. Yeah, and we just yeah, and then for the rest of like the day part, we were just like consistently busy. It was just order after order after order. It was to the point where I finally go on my lunch break and Johnny approaches me and he's like, Kyra, can you take an hour on your half and then stay until 5? So that was... So I had to stay longer. I didn't mind because it's like, well, at least I'm spending it with the Carl's Jr. Team. And I love the people that I work with. We're all we're all a really tight-knit like group of employees. It's really nice actually. So I didn't mind too much, you know. Yeah, so it was nice. It did finally slow down, I think around like 3 o'clock. There was maybe like 1 or 2 like little mini rushes, but after that it wasn't too bad. At least it was interesting. Managers, or shift leaders I should say, not quite managers, but effectively managers, they can log into the systems and see our sales. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, so it makes sense that it slowed down at some point. So shift leaders can see the sales. Johnny had logged in. Our sales for breakfast was like 1,600, which means that big order was like a third of our sales in the breakfast period. It was actually kind of nuts. So, Thanksgiving was fun, guys. after all of that, let's see, where do I want to start, like, painting the thing? Probably just up here. Get onto the shadows and everything. But yeah, I ended up staying until close. Not on the clock. I clocked out, and when I clocked out, I was just hanging out in the break room, just like talking with everyone on the headset, because we can all communicate to each other like that. It's really fun. I love talking over the headsets. We actually got out on time. Part of the reason is because I am pretty fast at closing the dine, so we were able to get like most of that shut down pretty fast. But a big part of it was because one of the kitchen ladies, she went ham on closing. She was determined to get herself and everyone else out of there on time. Like most of the kitchen was done too, so it was like, man, that's actually crazy. So I'm glad that we all got out on time. Because otherwise that would have been a really, like, sad Thanksgiving. After our shifts, me and Johnny went home to get ready to go to my uncle's. Uncle's party was not as, like, exciting. I say uncle, I'm pretty sure it's just a friend of my dad. That's what we call him. And, let's see. I like the family, but a lot of the family is, like, people my dad's age. And then, like, the people who are my age, they're, like, normal, socially adjusted people. And I am not that. So it's not easy talking to them. Like, casual conversation, sure, but, like, the way me and my cousins usually hang out, like, no, that's... I don't think I could ever, like, get along with them the same way that me and my usual group of cousins usually do. I was actually really tired after my shift. I had brought my laptop too. Oh, hello! Hi, Veggie! I'm gonna assume I can call you Veggie. Maybe I'll just call you Vegetable, one of the two. You can tell me what to call you. Oh, man. What a wonderful knife you have there. Did you know that we also have our own knives in chat? I love it, though. That's great. Welcome! You missed the... whatever I want. Perfect! I'm gonna call you Vegetable. But anyways. Dog, which layer is that on? Oh, I'm using the blur tool. Lamau. Hey Neil! Welcome! Yes, art stream. I hope... oh man, I feel really bad. Like, a lot of people came in as soon as I finished the Thanksgiving rant. TLDR, $500 order at the beginning of my shift. It was really funny. I'll clip it for you guys and I'll post it, don't worry. So I need to remember to follow, like, some of you guys back, because I know the rest of you guys, like, some of you guys stream too. I gotta do it. Yes. I was incredibly sleepy after my shift, so, I wasn't feeling too up to it. My uncle, though, he has this really sweet dog. I forgot what breed she is, but she's very similar to Butter. She like, I sat on the couch to, like, eat because the tables were full. You know, I don't make a mess. I wasn't too worried. And she puts her paws, like, on the couch cushions. She brings her face to my face, and I'm looking at her, like, and she gives me a little smooch, and I'm like, oh, you're so sweet. Another dog, I think this is one of my uncle's, like, nieces or nephews. I don't say cousins, because, again, this guy I don't think is actually my uncle. I just call him that. It was like this white poodle-looking dog. Not quite like the size of an actual poodle or poodles that I've seen. Like, smaller, shorter, a little stockier. The rendering process, yes. Yes, I love my rendering. I would have drawn the rest of this on stream, but as it turns out, 3 hours is not enough time for me to finish a full art piece, so, it was really funny. Johnny sits next to me, has some ham on his plate, and, see, our dogs are actually really well trained. Like, I'll joke around like, oh yeah, Butters, like, freaks out when he sees people, like, because he's reactive and everything. But at the end of the day, Jimmy and Butters are really well behaved. Like, they very politely ask for food. They don't, steal from plates when available, when they can. This poodle, this little dog, his name is Lloyd, he did it so discreetly, too. I didn't even notice he had bit onto it, but that's probably because I was kind of behind him. He bit onto, like, Johnny's ham, dragged the whole slab onto the floor. It was just his after that. They had to take the dog out after that. It was really cute. Yeah, very, very silly dog. I brought my laptop to my uncle's because I did want to draw while I was there. I'm drawing on top of the tattoos. I don't want to do that. Oh, man. There was a way that I did this before and it worked out. It's probably just I didn't use clipping layers, huh? Alright, let's not do that. So I can... Oh, well. I can take off the clipping layer. It's not that bad anyways. Okay. Which means... we need to move this below the tattoos. Yeah, there we go. And then I'll clean up. I didn't see any family for Thanksgiving. It was nice and peaceful. God, that is... I feel so bad for people who like that is their ideal version of spending the holidays. I'm glad that my family isn't like that. I don't mean this in like a oh, I come from a nice family, like privileged kind of way. I mean it from like I forget sometimes like how common it is. And it's not even that like I have like the most perfect relationship with my parents, because I definitely don't. And like my dad really pisses me off sometimes, but for some people I know it's like far worse, and it's like, geez. But I am glad to hear that it was peaceful at least, and you didn't have to like put up with that, because I feel bad for the people who have to. Yeah, apparently something that's also pretty rare is having like really good relationships with your siblings, which I didn't even realize. I thought siblings were just like close like that. Cause one of my coworkers, he has a sister. He hates her so much, and I'm like, man, I didn't realize like it was rare to be like as tight knit as me, Johnny, and Clive are, which makes me, you know, grateful again that I have them. That we all get along the way that we do. Eventually, I'm gonna have to figure out, like, a background to paint for this, and I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do yet. I just know it's gotta look Borderlands-y. Maybe I should have cel-shaded. Maybe that would have been smart. But I'm not very smart, as we know from last time. If you were there last stream for the whole Eat Skag Andy thing, oh boy. I don't stream to diversify my brand or monetize anything. I stream so that way researchers have, like, samples of the depths of how stupid I can get. You don't have any siblings? Yeah, I feel like I end up knowing a lot of only children, ironically. I know more people who don't have good relationships with their siblings. Yeah, I didn't realize, like, how common that was. It's like, no curse streams. No curse streams for more Twitch emotes. We can't get more Twitch emotes unless we... I don't even know how to get more. Actually. Because I know some people have, like, a lot. And then I always forget how, like, how to actually, like, get them. But it's okay. I think the ones that we have right now are pretty good. We have My family's pretty close to this. Oh, that's really nice to hear, Nikki. That's always great. But yeah, let's see. We have the 5, and I think these 5 are like pretty solid. I want more emotes too. Mood. I would love to have more. I have like so many silly ideas. You guys don't know this, because might not know this, because I don't remember if I've posted about it or not on socials before. Butters has an insane side eye. I want so many knives. Real. I I would love a knife right now. I could show off knives on stream, but I'm supposed to be drawing. We'll do that another time. Maybe we'll just have a just chatting one day. But it's a lot easier to just chat and draw at the same time. Because I'll be productive and everything. I made a spork too. That sounds great. Oh man. To to threaten someone with a spork, that is powerful. But yeah, Butters has an insane side eye because you know he's a border collie, so he has like the long snout, but his eyes are also like so wide. And one of our favorite things to do is to just put the .5 lens on his on our cameras, and it's a sport covered in blood. Perfect, even better. That's what we love to see. I love how you did the tattoos. Oh, thank you. I swear I've done them better in the past, the whole glowing effect, but I can't remember how I did that. I'm gonna have to look at that one day. For now, I think this is good. But yeah, our favorite thing to do is just like put the .5 lens up to Butters, and he just looks like... It's so funny. I don't even know how that looked on stream. But yeah, so I want to make an emote out of that because I know that's gonna be really silly. What else? What else has been happening today? Not a lot happened today. I was supposed to work at my game store for Black Friday, but the person doing the marketing kind of didn't have time to make promotional material for Black Friday, so they were anticipating really low sales. So for labor's sake, I stayed home. So I enjoyed my day off, right? I was gonna use the day off to go down to the bike trail we have in the city. Because, how should I describe it? I don't live next to a forest, necessarily. It's not a very, like, yes, very shiny rock. It's not, like, a very, like, foresty forest. It's very, it's got a river running through it, so it's kind of more swamp-like, actually. But I wouldn't call it a swamp either. But it's definitely not, like, a full-blown, like, forest with, like, really big trees. It's just got tall trees. Shiny rock made curse stay home. Sure it did. My plan was to go... I've been wanting to do this for months, and the only reason why I was holding off was because, like I said, it's kind of swampy, that forest area, so there's tons of mosquitoes. And the last thing I wanted to do was go out to the river and get bitten, like, all over my legs and arms, so I didn't want to do that when it was warm still. So I had to wait for, like, the later months in the year for this. But the plan was drive out to the bike trail, find a spot where I can, like, get to the river fairly easily, and then go looking for rocks in the river, because if some of you didn't know, I am something of a rock hound. Granted, I've never done this before, I've never actually gone digging, but I do really, really enjoy collecting crystals, and I've made a few necklaces, and I know I've posted them on Twitter before. And not Blue Sky yet. I should remember to do that. I think one day I would like to have like a little necklace making stream. I think that would be fun. Maybe that'll be the just chatting one. Because I have a lot of rocks to get through. So my dad didn't want me to go by myself. All right, fair, I guess, right? So he said to take one of my brothers. Clive didn't want to go because he's just not super interested in it. And Johnny was asleep. So uh, I asked Johnny about it. He didn't outright say no, but he did fall back asleep. And so I'm waiting a little bit for him to wake up. He finally wakes up. We get ready to go. Clive is stinky, that's why it's true. Also, that is how you spell Clive's name, for anyone who is curious about that. Uh, we drive down to the entrance that we've taken. Now, I haven't been to the trail in years, so it's not like my memory of it is like perfect, but uh, the spot that I was particularly thinking of was definitely a lot further than I thought it was. Like, we drove as far down as we could, and it ended in like a dead end for cars. But if I was able to get off, we could have continued. But it was clear that it was still like a really like decent like ways away. So, the plan now is on Sunday. Me and Johnny are gonna leave a lot earlier. I know down at the end of the bike trail there is a park, like an actual like little playground. So we're gonna drive out there, and then we're gonna go from the other side because I think it's gonna be a little bit closer that way. Uh, I don't remember where the park is exactly, but that is what navigation is for, and I do have a thing for that now, thankfully. So, hoping that pans out, and hopefully we'll find something cool and not get like bit by a million mosquitoes. I really hope so. But yeah. Yeah, I'm glad Johnny's going with me too. Otherwise, it's, well, yeah, it will be nice to have another person. My dad did suggest I take Butters, but again, Butters is like really reactive, and for as much as I'd enjoy taking him down a bike trail for a walk, he would not. Like, despite being a border collie, he's not super keen on like straying too far from the house. He only really wants to go to the dog park, and that's it. That being said, I did kind of like not do art like all day today. I just couldn't bring myself to do it. I might be a little burnt out from yesterday still, despite all the sleep and rest. Please watch out for leeches. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's probably something I'm gonna have to keep in mind. It's okay. You can just like pull them off, right? I've never like done this before, but like you could just, right? Well, oh boy, here it comes. Um, well, I'll bring a jar. We'll fill it with water, and any leeches that I pull off my foot, I'll put it in the jar, and we'll have little pets to bring home. How about that? I'm kidding. Good lord, I really shouldn't do that. Let's see. I think I might erase some of that luminance, actually. I just don't know what layers they're on. I'm doing that just so it looks a little bit, like, neater. Because it's not that it looks bad, but it's, like, it's definitely, like, noticeable. Anyways. They leave triangle-shaped holes, which is the hardest shape to heal, nearly impossible to stitch up. You know what's also impossible to stitch up? You've just... triangular bayonet wounds. But depending on how long they've been on you, they won't stop the bleeding. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna have to figure something out then. I don't have boots that I can wade with comfortably. I was just gonna go in barefoot, but... Would Crocs be useful? Just be careful. I will! Probably won't be there for long, realistically. Again, it is a river. Crocs would work. That's what I'm gonna do tomorrow when I get off of work. I'm gonna go to the store, buy Crocs. Like, let's see. Let's get Clive's little Sona rendered too. I should draw more like furry characters because it would be good practice to see. That's a little bit too red. It would be really good practice to like work with like the fur textures and everything. Because it's really hard to figure out how to handle it sometimes. Or maybe I should just look at a picture of a German Shepherd. I do like it. Aw, thank you. I enjoyed drawing Clive's persona. He's great. I think I've drawn him better in the past, but I do like this right here. Just add a little bit more shape, like that. Yeah, all my rendering processes really is just kind of like scratching it all in there. I will say, the funny thing about my drawing furry characters, they're so fun. I need to do it more. Yeah. I used to draw a lot of animals, and then I just had way more fun drawing humans, but now it's like, man, what if I... YouTube. Yes, I'm still watching. I don't understand why it's gotta do that. But anyways, I did used to draw, like, a lot of, animal characters before, but they weren't full-on furries. They were, like, just straight-up animals, but, I should get back into it. I think I would have a lot of fun. I would love to make a persona too. I just haven't decided on an animal I would want to do. It's like on one hand, it's like I like cats, and but like my screen name is Pigeon Cur, so it makes sense if I did a pigeon. But it's like, am I a pigeon? But her characters are like the perfect in between. They really are. Again, I enjoy drawing like my brother's persona whenever the chance arises. You also gotta love D&D for having like all kinds of like furry races. They won't outright call them furries, but they are basically anthropomorphized animals. Cat and a pigeon. Interesting. Just make something you'd like. It took me a long time to figure it out. Yeah. That is definitely something. I think a tiger would be fun, but I'm not too sure yet. Or maybe I would be a scaly. Who knows? Maybe I'd enjoy being a dragonborn. It's gonna be something. I ended up with a cat plus dragon. Ooh, yeah, that sounds fun. Is that the little Sona here, the little emote? Or is my mouse? My persona's a rabbit. It's a really long story, but it was entirely motivated by spite. That is so real. I have a catfish feral. Yes! Ah, I love it. I love this design so much. It's so cute. But, yeah. I will say, I think I've said it before on stream, but my, like, tiefling Sona here is explicitly, like, because of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Because the character that I got was a Charmander, but my favorite D&D race is a tiefling. So I didn't want to do, like, a whole Dragonborn, because that wasn't really on brand for me, I feel like. But I still wanted it to have, like, draconic elements, so hence the draconic draconic sorcerer bloodline. Alrighty, let's see it, Neil. Tiefling does suit you. Oh, hi! Welcome, Sunbats! I don't know if you were here earlier and I might have missed your hello, but hello! Welcome! Ah, I love this. Yeah, yeah, I remember this, Neil. I love this. The world needs to see your art, Neil. I would open Discord on my computer, but then it's gonna be like something something streamer mode and OBS, and I'm like, I'm gonna. I don't want it to like auto turn on, so it's just better, I think, if I just have it off. Probably better I don't get distracted by notifications too. I can get so easily distracted. You're trying. I believe in you. You just joined, all good. Alrighty, good morning. I know it's like morning time for you. Hopefully this is a great start to your day. Let's see. I know for everyone who's here from the States, this is definitely a time to be watching stream. We'll leave it at that. I really do want to find like different streaming times, but what can I do? Yesterday I was going to. It's like 2 a.m. for me. Oh my god. Oh my god. Why? Why are you awake? You know what? It's your time. If you want to be awake at 2 a.m., listening to me ramble and watching me draw, I won't stop you. That's more power to you. We're at 7 viewers now. That's pretty hype. But yeah, I will say, I think the night streams, at some point, I'm gonna switch them over to the Borderlands one while that run is going. Because here's what I think happened on Tuesday. Tuesday, I didn't notice, and I'm so sorry, I didn't realize. I was so distracted. Yeah, I was really distracted by the game, because the game kind of does require me to, like, pay attention to it. Even though I've played it like dozens of times already. I didn't realize my internet had tanked. I didn't realize stream had stopped and started like multiple times. And I didn't realize the frame rate was so bad. So I apologize for that. I think what happened on Tuesday, my mom happened to be off of work. And, everyone was home basically. So my dad, my mom, Johnny, and me and Clive. So that is 5 people on our internet. Now, I'm not saying our internet is really that shitty, because, you know, most of the time it's not. It's just, I think streaming does happen to take, like, a lot of it. So I think it was a bandwidth issue. I don't think it's going to be, like, commonplace for the stream, because I have done these before, and then like add on top of like the streaming, the Discord call with Clive, and the multiplayer on Borderlands 2. I think it was just, I think 5 people being on at once, and then me and Clive being on that call and playing together. I think that's what did it in. Plus Clive's laptop was having some some issues. I don't know what it was exactly, but he did figure part of it out at some point. Hi, Kira! See you there. I see you. Good morning. Yeah. Really, really nice to have everyone here. We're at 9 viewers. I think that is actually the most I have seen. I think that is actually the most I've seen since I started doing this. That's insane. That's crazy. Welcome! I keep accidentally not clicking back into my thing. But yeah, sorry for the Borderlands stream mishaps. To pick up where I think stream cut off, we were not able to finish Fink's Slaughterhouse. It was very unfortunate. We got pretty... We were getting pretty close through round 3, I think. It was either 3 or 4. But the enemies were getting really overwhelmed, and I was like, we should probably continue with the main story at some point. So we are gonna tackle it like another time, probably next Friday. Not Friday, I don't want to do Friday streams. Probably next Thursday. Speaking of Thursdays, no one told me that I had accidentally set my stream schedule to Tuesday and Wednesday, not Tuesday and Thursday. So I log on to my Twitch and I'm like, where's my Thursday stream? I need to cancel it. I look at how it's set up. It's every Tuesday and Wednesday. I'm like, I'm so horribly stupid. It was so sad. I'll fix it probably after this stream. But yeah. So Fink's Slaughterhouse did not uh, end in victory. We still have to go back and do the other rounds. I think this also means that I want to go that when the other circles of slaughter, so that's going to be the creature circle of slaughter and Hyperion circle of slaughter. We'll be doing those too, just because it's funny. That being said, I did go back today, and a huge part of my day today, aside from just going out to buy lunch with Johnny, was I don't even have a schedule. What even is a scheduled mood? Real. I just kind of have to have one, otherwise the streams just aren't going to happen. And I've worked too hard to get to where I am now, sort of. But yeah. Where was I? Oh my god, I forgot where I was. My train of thought is like it's horribly off course. Man. But it's really gone. I completely forgot what I was talking about. My work schedule is a lottery, though. I can't plan stream days in advance because my days off always change. Oh, yeah, that's fair. Carl's Jr. used to be like that, too, but I'm practically almost completely entirely full-time there anyways, so... Like, literally, if I worked one more day, it would be the 40 hours a week anyways, so... My days were set. I think... Right, Circles of Slaughter. I think that'll be funny because I think the bandit one is a lot of fun, and the creature one I know is going to be like so much worse, and then the Hyperion one is going to be even more hilarious because the little NPC that hosts the Hyperion one, it's really funny. They have him do like sexual innuendos. It's like it's just really silly, and I love him for that. They're all, like, horrible, too. They're the worst goddamn things I've ever heard in my entire life, but that's what we love them for. That being said, though, I think, gaming, any, like, multiplayer gaming streams is gonna be happening. Borderlands and sexual innuendos? Never. I know, right? It's almost like the game is rated 17+. But yeah, I think the multiplayer things are just gonna be happening, like, at night for me. I know for some of you, it's gonna be morning. For the rest of you, it's probably gonna be 3 in the morning. I'm sorry. And I only say that because, or I only mean to schedule it that way because I think it would be a lot kinder on our internet, and I don't have a lot of... I don't know if any other people would want to, like, collab on, like, multiplayer things like that. I'd have to see, and, I don't really know too many streamers that would be willing to do that either. Neil? Oh yeah, sign me up, let's go. I would be down for that. I would be down to collab with other people. But yeah, let's get the hair going. We've got moonlight burning, and I have work at 10 tomorrow. Johnny also has work at 10 tomorrow, so we're gonna be on shift together, which is always fun. So I'm excited for that. Breaks are definitely going to be interesting to carry out with 2 people coming in at the same time, but we always figure it out. I don't stream, but we can still collab, real. I'm glad you guys are very, like... I would love to. I would love to play with everyone in chat. see. But yeah. Also curious, did anyone do anything for Black Friday today? I know Black Friday's kind of lame in this day and age, but, I'm definitely curious. I know I didn't do much for Black Friday. The most I did was go shopping on Amazon for a rock tumbler, which I've been meaning to get forever. And that's kind of it. I bought pins and I couldn't afford, and stickers real. You worked, did nothing. Yeah, fair, sounds about right. When I was younger, like middle school, Black Friday was one of the like craziest events of the year. There were people absolutely going ballistic over like the deals. And to be fair, the deals back then, according to Johnny, because I can't remember all too well either, according to Johnny, they were insane. It would actually be like 70% off, not this 40% off bullshit that we get nowadays, because capitalism knows no bounds. I'm considering buying stickers, but not sure if I want to be broke right now. Oof, yeah. Um, Not to plug, but also to plug. Redbubble, I do believe, is doing a sale right now, and if Baldur's Gate 3 is your thing, he is available, and this time I'm not getting shot at when I plug him. I still need to stick him somewhere. I have other stickers too. No pressure, of course, if Baldur's Gate 3 isn't your thing. Uh, if Baldur's Gate 3 isn't your thing, that's kind of all I have on my store at the moment, so yeah. But Redbubble, I do know, is doing a sale. If you have other artists that you follow and you like their stuff, you might want to check them out there. I want Gale to shoot me. No! Imagine. Let's see. Where did I leave off? The hair, right. Right? Yeah. We'll use the same color for this, actually. It's pretty much the same. That's funny how that works out. Another thing that I'd love to have, like, for stream, I would love if Johnny, like, ever joined one day. He clarified that he did not want the voice mod, and I told him, okay, that's good, because if we did the voice mod, I would have given you, like, the silliest voice ever. So he had a little laugh about that. I think Minecraft with the three of us would be a lot of fun. I still don't know if, my internet's gonna be able to take it, but we'll see. We'll see. Worst comes to worst. Somebody on Blue Sky today, Miss Diddles, some of you from Faz's chat might know her. She had a great idea where one of us plays manager and the other one is the fast food worker on Fast Food Sim. I want to sell stickers too one day. I'm still working it out. Mood. I see, that's why I like Redbubble, because like they do it for you, but I would like to have like stickers that are more nicely cut to the way that I want them to be. Of course, that isn't to say that I can't do it myself, but, you know. But yeah, I hope you do figure it out, because your art is adorable, and it absolutely would, like, those stickers would pop off. Yeah. I think if Johnny ever came on stream, I use Sticker app. They're fantastic. Ooh, I've never heard of it. I will have to see. Also, the music's just a teeny bit loud. Let me see if I can turn it down. Or maybe it's just my desktop volume. Yeah, it's my desktop volume. That's a little high. I will have to check them out, because that sounds fun. Because another thing I know I want to do one day in the future, I want to sell art at a con. Like, that sounds so fun. I don't even care if I, like, make or break. I'll care a little bit because tables are expensive, but I really want to, like, go to a con one day and just... I want to. I don't know how. Oh, man, I'm definitely gonna have to check that out. Clip this and remember it, hopefully. Me too. That's my goal. Look, you and me gotta figure out, like, how to get a table at a con, because I actually do not know how. And I don't mean, like, one of the big ones, like Comic-Con. I mean, like, sort of like a smaller scale one, because I think if I tried to sell stuff at Comic-Con, I would have a heart attack. I sell gothic jewelry. I'm working on adding more charms, stickers, and stuff. Oh, that sounds really nice! Oh my god, I'm very curious now. But, yeah, so I know Redbubble's doing a little sale, and again, I am quite fond of how this came out. I want to work less at my job and do more art stuff. Mood, that's literally where I'm at right now. I would kill to have illustration, like, fully support me. That is a tall ask, though, at the end of the day. I don't mind, like, trying my best to climb for it. But I really, really want to. Vaguely hoping that the streams are gonna kind of be, like, helpful in that to some extent. I will say I think most of my viewers are my Twitter followers. I don't mind that too much. I don't know if there's anyone here who's just, like, actually discovered this. But then again, I don't promote my Twitch all too much. This really is just a little side thing that I don't want to get too worked up on. People will be like, I would never want my hobby to be my job. And I'm like, I do. You don't understand. I want it so bad. At the same time, though, I don't want to be too caught up on the whole, like, idea. Like, my art isn't valuable enough to make money. I've already been, like, struggling with self-esteem as it is, as of late. I don't know what's been going on with that. I just want to be happy in life. So true. My family's going through a rough time, so I'm definitely gonna have to start trying harder to actually make money off my art. Yeah, big mood. I know before I got my job, one of my things was, like, I want to do art commissions and hopefully, like, get enough to where I can help pay to fix our AC. Because if you guys don't know, we haven't had AC in the upstairs of our house since, like, 2019. It is bad here in the summer. And I have, like, an AC unit attached to my window, but it is so loud that I can't have it running at night. Otherwise, I just will not be able to sleep. It is awful. So I've been wanting to get that fixed for a while, and one of the reasons why I opened my commissions was because I really, really wanted to get our AC fixed. Granted, looking back at it now, at the prices that I charge, that's not gonna happen. Probably. It'll happen a little bit, but, like, realistically, my art is enough to pay for, like, eating out and stuff for a day, and that's it. But yeah. Self-esteem has not been great with art as of late. Like, I'm definitely proud of it, but I'm definitely also, like, what am I doing? I'm trying to come out of that more. I think all it is really is just, like, the Twitter interactions, just Twitter engagements just haven't been all that good as of late. But so it goes. That's what happens when Mr. Musk decides to decides to buy out the website and then proceed to make it even worse. I don't know. Twitter sucks. Screw Twitter. All my homies hate Twitter. True. My art is amazing. Thank you, Neil. I kind of stopped using Twitter mostly. Yeah, I'm definitely, like gravitating more towards Blue Sky at this point. It's so much nicer there. Granted, it's just best overall if I post on both platforms. I should really be posting, like, anywhere that I can, but I don't have the brain capacity to do it. I'm a Blue Sky kind of guy. The grass is greener there. The sky is also bluer over there. But, yeah. I'm definitely still happy with my art, though. I think I've had some pretty good bangers as of late. I don't know how good this one's gonna turn out. I still have to decide on the background. I'm not entirely sure what I want to do. I'm rendering my butt. That's what I'm doing. I really just said that out loud. Anyways. Also significantly less transphobia, which is nice. Oh my god. Yeah, it's incredible how difficult it is for Twitter to, like... I don't understand... Again, I don't... Not to get political, because I'd rather keep politics away from my thing, but things like trans rights, it's just human rights, and again, human rights just shouldn't be political in the first place. So I don't understand how hard it is for people to grasp, like, to just mind their own business and let people be. I don't understand why that's so hard. The tattoos alone in this piece are incredible. The glowing... Thank you. That is how the siren tattoos actually go. In-game, they do glow a bit. And I know in Borderlands 3, I think they're like... They kind of constantly glow. But nobody likes Borderlands 3. Mostly. If you like Borderlands 3, I bet you only like the gameplay, not the story. But yeah, I love the siren tattoos. It's a shame the state that Borderlands is in. If real tattoos could glow, I would be so No, you're so right. You know what's my little secret? At some point, I actually really did want to cosplay Maya from Borderlands. One of the guides that I saw was to take... I liked Borderlands 3. Did you like the story? Did you like the gameplay? Because I can bet for certain that it was the gameplay, not the story. I'm very confident in that. Real tattoos can glow. There is UV reactivating. Both. Interesting. Interesting. I think you're one of the first people who I've met. I liked playing it with my husband. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. I wish I had someone to play Borderlands 3 with like that when it first came out. I didn't. But one of the hacks I saw was to take like a stocking or legging that's like the same tone as your skin and paint with like glow in the dark paint, because that is an actual thing. But I want magic so true. Why couldn't I have been born into like a fantasy world? I fit in so much better there. But yeah, so I wanted to do that for a while. I had glow in the dark paint in my Amazon shopping cart forever, but I just never finished the cosplay. Stocking gloves are a close second to magic, yeah. And the nice thing about it too, and this is the entire reason why I don't want to get a tattoo. I don't know what it is with me, but I have like commitment issues. So I don't mind piercings as much, because piercings, if I really don't want it, I'll just let it heal. But the nice thing about piercings too is I can change them out if I feel like, well, you know, this doesn't really like suit me right now, or I'm feeling a different vibe, so I'm gonna wear something else, and I can just change it out. No biggie. I can't change a tattoo. And I'm a person who loves like very like dynamic style ranges and everything. So as much as like I love the aesthetic of like tattoos and like the idea of getting one, I don't think I can, because I would just be like, but what if one day I don't want it? Like, tattoo is a huge commitment. It's the same thing with marriage, but at least with marriage, if I don't like my partner anymore, I'll just do the divorce. I draw on tattoos in really durable, waterproof eyeliner in last 3 to 4 days. Yeah, I really should, like... That's probably the smart thing. I'd probably enjoy that a lot more. My dream fantasy body mod, though, is definitely either elf ears or tail. Real. I would love to actually be a tiefling in real life. Like, it's not even funny. If I had horns and a tail and pointy ears, like, that is it. That is... I would be so happy with my existence. Nothing would ever... I would wake up every day and I would look at myself in the mirror and be like, yeah, that is me. That is 100% me. And this actually brings me to, like, a funny post that I was gonna make online. I don't like ranting online sometimes because I'm worried that maybe it's too much, maybe it's too personal. But this one, vampire teeth would be better than antidepressants. So real. Literally, so true. But Halloween happened like a month ago by now, right? And for Halloween, I did dress up when I went to work. I did work that day. Wasn't terrible. Wasn't really like too beat up about it. I was happy to like wear a costume in public. Is all I think. So I went as myself. It's my little like Sona for online, right? So I had my horns. I had my ears. I would have had the fangs, but I didn't order those in time. I do have them, and I still need to like use them. And I had more, and I had I had these little like stick-on gems that I put on my face to act as the dragon scales. When you know how for some people like, I'm not saying this is a bad thing, but like when they put on makeup, that's what makes them feel confident. Or like when they dress a certain way, that's what makes them feel confident. Why is that me with my Halloween costume? Like, why is it that when I wear horns and elf ears and like little gems on my face and pretend that they're scales, why was that the biggest confidence boost that I had ever experienced in my entire life? Like, the way it was, how do I describe it? My customer service voice is very like polite, very like, if the world that we live in still kind of expects women to behave a certain way, which is kind of true, misogyny sucks, then that is my regular customer service voice. When I came to work that Halloween in my costume, I was me. I was taking orders like as myself more than I have ever been, and it was great. And it felt so natural and it felt so right. And I was just like, why can't I be like this every day? Why do I put on that stupid customer service voice? I'm trying to like stop using it now because I don't like it, and sometimes there are old men in the drive-thru that are very weird about it. It's like, why do I feel so much more confident in a Halloween costume than just going as myself? It's hilarious and confusing to me, and I wish I could look like that every day, but I can't. Mostly because that would probably be against workplace uniform and stuff, but whatever. Honestly, my best advice in life is to dress how you feel comfy, but also I'm literally known as Boots in my town because I'm the only goth, so Flamel. There's way too many weird people in the drive-thru. It's hilarious, honestly. But, you know, at least they don't try too much beyond attempting to talk to me. I'm much more confident. Yeah, yeah, I get that. I've actually tried, like, the whole cute aesthetic before. I don't know if you guys have seen this store. I'm sure you have. But the site is called Marakawa. Or Marakawa, something like that. Their outfits are so cute. And it's, like, that really, like, cutesy aesthetic, right? With, like... I say cutesy, I mean more like kawaii aesthetic. I'm pretty sure it's an Asian brand, and if it's not an Asian brand, that is certainly a choice of marketing. I wish I worked at your drive-thru then. I think I only get away with it because I live in Southern California. There's probably, like... Well, California is good to people so long as you can afford it. Can I afford it? Barely. But, I wanted, like, the clothes at Marakawa for a while because they were so, like, cute. But I think every time I've tried to, like, dress that way, it just... it doesn't look right on me. I think the only times where, like, I think I've looked and felt really good in my clothes is when I dress, like, with my leather jacket and my boots and my skinny jeans and like maybe a chain here and there, stuff like that, which I think is hilarious. I cannot do. I tried doing like the thing. I've tried everything. This is the only one that I think really works for me, and I think it suits me the best. And you know what? I'm not complaining. If God intended I dress like an edgy 13-year-old every single day of my life, then good lord, I am going to dress like an edgy 13-year-old, because what else can I do? These old men with gray hair keep asking me to sleep with them. One married guy asks me to sleep with him when his wife isn't there, bro. I would have asked for his wife's number out. See, I'm not saying to do this, but I am this kind of person. If somebody had asked me that and mentioned that they have a wife, and I'm like, I 100% would have been, oh, can I get your wife's number instead? I bet she's a lovely woman. I would have been that person. But yeah, that is unfortunate. I'm so sorry you have to go through that. One guy also just came to the window with his thing out. Wow. That is a crime. Like, actually a crime. See, I think there's a very easy solution to this problem. Give drive-through workers, or maybe not drive-through workers, maybe put like a camera right there by the drive-through window and a notice that says, hey, you're on camera, don't do something that's embarrassing, because we'll have your face and the proof that you did something embarrassing. I think that would help. I'm trying to think if I had a similar work experience. There was one time. I don't think I've told this story yet. I work fast food. It's very ghetto in this area. Nobody respects workers. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right. I live in the suburbs, and it's very... wouldn't quite say gentrified yet, but it's definitely like a more upkept neighborhood. Customer-facing jobs should come with one free pepper spray a month. Yeah. Yeah. That would help, but I don't know if that would ever happen. I'll believe cameras, though. I believe if we put cameras down, that would actually deter people from being stupid. I love these ideas. We should pitch this to corporate. Like, you really care about your workers so much, corporate, as you say you do? Okay, let us do this then, please. Okay, so I work fast food. We all know this. The closest experience I've had to someone having his dick out, is this. This guy, I'm coming back inside the store from taking out a parked car, and, you know the saggy pants style trend something? It does not deter people. Ah, man. Canada, you aren't allowed to pepper spray at all. Jesus. Canada, we need to talk. We need to talk, Canada. But, so, you know the saggy pants thing, though? Every single person here. Yeah, you definitely know what I'm talking about, then. I'm coming back in from taking out a parked car. This guy's back is towards me. I'm pretty sure the saggy pants thing, you're supposed to wear, like, gym shorts over it. This guy was not wearing gym shorts. He misunderstood the message, and I'm only saying that because, to be funny, he probably did this intentionally. But it was his... What? what's even the point of wearing pants like that? I want to say it was a culture thing, but I can't remember what Johnny told me, so I'm gonna say I'm going to keep my mouth shut on that. But like, bro was not wearing gym shorts. It was just straight up his boxers, and they were hugging his ass cheeks. And I'm like, oh boy, right? Now, normally I wouldn't mind too much, because it's like, well, we just serve him and he gets out of here. Like, that's the best thing at the end of the day. I come around to the counter. Oh my god, you could see his schmeat sticking out of, not like completely poking out, it was still clothed and everything, but it was poking through his boxers. And I'm like, we have high schoolers as part of our staff. The high school's right there. Please leave. Please get out. That is every single person here. Like, I don't think you understand. I really don't understand, because I really do live in a neighborhood where this is not a common issue, but oh boy, I was just there like, please, sir. That is our high schoolers too. Yeah. I will say the one thing about, like, this shift in particular, a lot of the women, or a lot of the girls at the store at this time, worked day shift, so it was just like, bro, please, no. I didn't say anything, I just tried to keep my eyes away from it. Like the high schoolers are doing that. Yeah, sounds about right. Damn teenagers. I hate kids, man. I wish it was easy to, like, talk to teenagers and be like, hey, there's a reason, here's reasons A, B, and C why you shouldn't be doing stuff like that. Like, I get it. I get it, you're at an age where you're gonna be doing stupid things because you're gonna be having stupid thoughts. Oh my god, it happens on, like, such a mass thing. They think it's cool and it's fashion, so they all sag their pants, and it's like, bro, your whole ass is out. Right? And it's weird, too, because they're high schoolers, so it's just like, I'm gonna look in this direction and pretend none of you guys exist. Like, I wish it was easier to, like, wrangle up children and be like, this is why you shouldn't be doing this. It's so weird. The way that the world, like, treats children these days makes me so concerned. I can't stand it. It's just everyone. That's just the style here, apparently. Yeah. I think it would help again if they wear gym shorts instead, because I don't think those hug the skin as tightly. So at least your butt won't be showing. But apparently people cannot be bothered to do that. So I'm just gonna what I simply do is pretend I don't see it. That style went out of fashion in my town like 6 years ago, thankfully. Tourists are sometimes dressed like that, though. Yeah. Nobody wears gym shorts under. They should. They probably should. Because that's what I remember. Because I think when it hit my city, I was in middle school. And I'm pretty sure everyone who was doing it had the courtesy of wearing gym shorts instead of just straight up underwear. So I'm not sure when the gym shorts decided to disappear from people's pants, but you know what? As long as I'm not looking at it, you guys can keep doing whatever, because I don't want to think about it. Alright, we're almost done with shadows. We just got like, a few more spots to get through. I'm gonna do this gray first, merge it down, and then we'll do the black part of the bodysuit. I've never seen anyone wear anything under except underwear. I swear when I was in middle school, people had it with underwear on at least, and it was pleasant. Well, not pleasant, but it was like, at least, you know, at least there's no ass hanging out. Let's see. Is there anything else that I wanted to share? Always chock full of the most hilarious story times. There were some customers yesterday that were definitely a little more sour than the rest of the crowd. There was a guy yesterday. We messed up his order, and I feel bad for messing up his order because it is Thanksgiving. People just probably a good handful of them probably don't want to be at the store and having to put up with it. We accidentally gave him a charbroiled chicken club instead of the bacon Swiss. But it was really funny because he's telling me about it over the phone, and I'm like, yeah. I'm really sorry, sir. I can write down your name, and if you want, you can come get a refund, or we can replace it, stuff like that. And then at some point towards the end of the phone call, he's like, "Are you that girl in the drive-thru?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's me." And he's like, "Oh man, you know you do a great job at that." He was really nice towards the end of it when he realized who he was talking to. And to me, that was just like a little bit of hope that like, oh, well, at least whatever I'm doing isn't getting like completely unnoticed. I think when I become manager, I have a plan to like get the store. It's not a foolproof plan, but it's just to like help a little bit. I feel like it'd be really funny if all the employees like compete, like who can get the most good reviews mentioned in their name. Probably not a good idea, but it would be funny. The other like really bad customer, we had three in total. The other really bad customer, in the chaos of everything, we had forgotten to stick his onion rings in his bag. And I think he had already driven home, and then he comes back. He is fuming, and I honestly have no idea what happened with these onion rings. I saw them sitting there. I just don't remember, like, who passed out his order, because I honestly don't think it was me, but I can't remember all that well, because this was during, like, a really busy, like, rush period. Dude was fuming, and Johnny is, like, trying to explain, like, hey, I'm not a manager, but I can help you a little bit. And he was not listening, like, at all. But, you know, rather than be, like, sour about it, because this is how I get to be sour, or this is how I get to be salty and spiteful about things, as he's leaving with his stupid refund, I'm just like, alright, have a happy Thanksgiving, sir. And he said it back, and there was just, like, so much shame in his voice, like, ah. Like, get fucked, idiot. And it was so funny, because he was saying things like, I'm so-and-so, and I'm gonna report this to corporate. Like, brother, we can't give you the full refund for the food because you didn't bring it. That's literally corporate rule. Like, good luck. Good luck taking that to the ghost of Carl Karcher himself. I try to be nice to workers. I always feel bad when people have to get something fixed because I don't want them to get in trouble. Oh, no, we don't get in trouble for it, actually. It's good to vocalize it so that way, they know to fix it. What matters is if you're rude about it or not. If you just say, like, hey, I was missing this from my order, like, managers and everything are generally going to be pretty understanding, especially if it was, like, a busy period. You want to be able to, you want to be able to give feedback, is the thing, because, you know, if you just keep letting the mistakes happen, they don't get fixed, and, you know, you paid for it at the end of the day, you should probably get that. I don't want to be manager. That's the worst position. I agree. I don't want to be a manager either, but we need closers. Because if we don't get any more closers for the store, poor Johnny is gonna be like closing almost every single day of the week, and I would never wish that upon him. Because it's hard. It's so much tougher working the night shift. So yeah, that's why I'm doing it. Plus, there's been a whole like conflict of interest thing for a while now. Not that it's actually mattered between me and Johnny, but company doesn't want to deal with that. So it's like, okay, I'll get promoted. Guess I'll get my $2 raise out of that. I don't care about fixing stuff if we messed up. Just don't be entitled asshole or start screaming about it, cussing. Yeah, exactly. One of my friends worked at a supermarket and someone threw groceries at their head. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, no, it's literally... The dumb thing about it is that it's not even that hard to be nice to service workers at the end of the day. That's the stupid part. Because I think what it is, it's like they know you can't, like, retaliate. Because, you know, we get paid for this and we'll get, like, write-ups if we try and fight back and anything and raise our voice, blah, 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 blah. But it's like... I feel like somebody on the corporate chain needs to understand that at some point we need to defend ourselves too, because there are idiots out there who can't understand that if it's really busy at a store and the store is understaffed, mistakes can and will happen. And it's not that we want the mistakes to happen. It's not that we want to deny you your stupid onion rings. It's that we're understaffed, we're only human, and I'm sorry you had to be the one to get a mistake in your order. I don't understand how people can be so terrible to service workers and then just like go home and act like normal people. See, I think if you I think people just show their true colors when it comes to treating service workers like that. In my opinion, if I knew someone who like did that to service workers, I think I would like dissociate myself from them entirely, because you show me that you don't have respect for others. You show me that you're entirely like oblivious to like what these people are probably putting up with behind the scenes. You're acting like you're the main character in a story, and worst of all, it's just like entirely unempathetic. So again, I think if you do that with service workers, you are really just showing your true colors, and you're probably just an asshole in secret. One lady kept the muffin from the day before, brought it back and threw it at me, then she stopped every employee at our store to yell at us individually. For what, though? Like, I can't imagine harboring that much hate for someone like that. Well, I can think of one person I would harbor that much hate for, but still. Because the muffin was hard. Ouch. I mean, that's still like an entire overreaction. Okay, I dozed off. What happened? Us fast food service workers are just ranting about experiences. It's bad, and it's bad. Do you think those kinds of people are violent in other situations? How do they reach like 50 to 60 years old without ending up in prison? See, but that's the thing though. I think what it is just like, it's a whole mix of things. To put it this way, like say for example, they're someone's partner. You ignore a lot of like red flags for people you are close with sometimes. Like that's kind of how like certain cases like domestic abuse might happen and get prolonged for so long. I had a brick of charcoal in a wrap once. Definitely got upset when they refused to refund me. It didn't even cross my mind to start throwing things. Oh, good night, Neil. I hope you sleep well. It's definitely late. Yeah, and we're just gonna be like talking as always. I'll be sure to highlight funny moments from stream. Yeah, I don't understand. Again, I can't imagine being that angry. And you know, I bet these are like the same. Like maybe we don't notice it because like they're like a much older like crowd and everything. But I bet if you put these people on like an Xbox Live lobby, they would have like the most insane things coming out of their mic. Like it would be bad. But yeah, you wanted to stay for longer though. You could have stream playing while you sleep. I don't know. No, if you need to sleep, I would go sleep. It's you don't gotta worry about it at all. We're just vibing here. I don't even think I'm gonna finish this tonight. I'm like partially distracted. And I'm still confused on what I'm gonna do for like a background. Because I definitely want it to be Borderlandsy, but I got a thonk on it. Yeah. That'd be a little funny though. Karen's play COD live. I can't sleep with my headset on. Oh, oof. Yeah, that's fair. Alrighty. Well, in any case, if you do go to bed, Neil, I hope you have a good sleep, and I hope it's very restful and you wake up tomorrow ready to take on the day. I will send you funny clips when I finally inevitably get to highlighting this. Karen's play COD live though. I would pay to see that. I would absolutely pay to see that. That would be so funny. And you know what? Let's take it to like the next level too. Make it a LAN party. Now and like oh boy, there will be like fists or like vague slaps fighting. They would invent new slurs. Yeah, literally. Oh my god. What are some other like funny things you guys like watch even though it seems like really like out of pocket? I think for me, let me think. You know, like the AI presidents meme that was going around a while back? That is like, I think one of the funniest uses of AI, like, ever. I think I would absolutely love to see, like, that actually, like, take place in real life. That would be so much more entertaining than what actually takes place in politics today. Oops. I can't see what I'm doing. I should probably... Let's turn this off. This is what my rendering looks like without the thing. It actually looks kind of nice. I've always been kind of tempted to do a piece like just like this, but I don't know how well that would actually pan out. Maybe one day I'll try it. I don't want to listen to all that drama. I deal with enough. I'd just be happy knowing that they're in a room with each other. True. That's fair. I personally, it's not necessarily that I like drama, but it's more of like a watching from the sidelines kind of thing. Like, I'm just sitting here watching the world burn and it's kind of funny. Take for example, like, the whole Colleen Ballinger thing. I know I'm speaking like ancient internet like things, but that's still wild that she brought out a ukulele and did that. I love experimental art. I definitely think a piece without flat colors beneath the rendering would be cool. I think so too, because this does look like pretty fun at the end of the day. I think it's just I would need to fill it in a lot more. But I do like the idea. I just don't quite know how. Oh, I forgot about the whole gun here. Aw, shit. Man. And guess who hasn't saved like all stream too? But no, it's like it's not funny like what she did to the young teens in her audience. It's not funny that she did her whole like apology like that. It's the absurdity of the entire situation that I find hilarious. But you know, I think the important thing too is that you don't linger on it like too long. I like to go back sometimes just to like because it still blows my mind that that happened, but it's not something that I actively like oh, what's the latest like this and this between creators. Realistically, the only time I keep up with stuff like this is if like if these creators are doing things like I don't know, crime. That's kind of it, really. I think that's the only time like people should be staying informed. You don't accidentally want to support like you don't accidentally want to support a pedophile. Once I didn't want to draw a gun, so I used a PNG of one. Yeah, no, that's completely fair. I traced a couch for one of my things I posted like yeah, was that a month ago already? I can't remember. I traced a couch. It wasn't the exact like JPEG off of Amazon. I did transform it a little to fit the piece better. But I did trace it. It's like it's not somebody else's art in theory. Might as well. But yeah. I think most of the time if I do trace, it's probably because I'm drawing a meme. I did a picture of, I see. Best art hack ever is The Sims. You can build custom houses and then just trace it. Oh, that's big brain, actually. That is actually so smart. I've never thought about that. Minecraft is also good as a perspective guide. Oh, I see. That is smart, actually. I might have to I might have to try that out one day because I'm god awful at perspective. Also, Celeste soundtrack just ended. Let's see. What other? Oh shit. Playlists. What else do I have here? I would have put on the Borderlands 2 soundtrack today, but it just didn't feel like the right move. I think Deltarune will be a good one. Let's do Deltarune Chapter 2. I know one person who made all their backgrounds for the webcomic in The Sims. That's so big brain. Of Isaac Clarke for my husband a while back, and I wasn't even gonna attempt at the gun. Mood! Drawing guns is so... Well, it's kind of fun, but it's definitely like, why do I subject myself to this? Reality though, I do want to be able to like know how to draw a lot of things, so I did draw this by hand. I did look at the reference of a white rarity Tediore, and I did do this by hand, so really my only reason for that is because, again, I think it is in general just gonna be like good for me to know how to draw a lot of things at the end of the day. Because I do want to do I do want to make that webcomic. It's just me and Johnny need to find time to work on it. It's so tough. But we'll see. I'm definitely going to be using like a heavy amount of reference. Let's see. We'll go like that. There's some other stream ideas that would be fun to do. Lots and lots and lots of references. Yeah, I should make a Pinterest. I'm just so lazy. I want to come up with like more stream ideas. I think that would be good. I always say I think. And I'm sure it'll be good. I know Hollow Knight for sure is definitely something I'd like to play on stream, but it just sucks that I can't experience it for the first time because I've already played through it once. But it's fine. It's fine. I would be willing to play it again. Maybe what I do is that I don't play the actual game. Maybe I'll try like a randomizer. I just kind of look up reference when I need it. Yeah, same. I know if I really need it, I'll definitely look up reference, but other times it's just like, other times I just sit there like, do I really want to try this with like Google Photos? I don't most of the time. Google, I'll be like, Google, can you find me an image of somebody doing this? And it's like, here's 50,000 images of people doing anything but what you just asked. And I'm always there like, fine, I'll just eyeball it. If you say so, Google, since you're not willing to help me. And that's really all it is. I don't think drawing without reference is a good habit to have. I just kind of do it because Google won't help me. Okay, about Hollow Knight experience things. Streaming games is my goal in life, but this has led to me playing games in really weird ways. I avoid the main quest in literally all my favorite games because I want to share the first time I finish them. Oh yeah, that makes sense. My husband helps a lot with weird poses. One time I gave him a broom and was like, pretend this is a sword. Real. I have actual swords, so I'm glad I have that at least. If I really need the reference and I can't find it, what I like to do is I ask Clive to take a picture of me, and I just work off of that, because I do have the props. I can do it. He likes RPing, so he gets really into it. Ah, that's fun. That sounds like a lot of fun. Yeah. But yeah, I think for Hollow Knight, I might try a randomizer mod. That might be funny. I will just watch it horrifically out of order. Or I can play it normally, which is, which might be smarter, but, you know, we all know I'm not smart in chat. Alrighty, that's everything rendered, I think. Oh, actually, the little nose piercing here. Did I ever tell you guys the story of when I got this nose piercing? It's not super exciting, but it is a little funny. I used to wear a magnetic one. I am horrendously terrified of needles. I don't know how to describe it, but it's like the way that it presses into the skin right before it actually breaks the skin. I hate that imagery, like, so much, and it makes me, like, it really, like, makes my skin, like, crawl, and, like, I recoil onto myself. So I didn't want to get, like, an actual nose piercing at the time, so I got a magnetic one. Except it kept falling. Not that the magnet was, like, weak, but I kept, like, bumping, like, I kept knocking it against, like, different things. It'll be, like, my glasses or my finger when I'm, like, trying to, like, scratch out my face. And it was so annoying. And finally, one day, literally the day before Halloween, it falls off. And I'm like, bro, say psych right now. And I couldn't find it. And the thing was, for this Halloween, I was cosplaying Wraith from Apex Legends. And she has a nose piercing, so I wanted to have a nose piercing for this. Maybe not like an actual one, but I wanted to make sure that I had one, or I had something for that. I did make do. I put like 2 magnets and it mostly worked out. It just really like hurt and pinched. Like pinched my, like the cartilage there pretty bad throughout the day. So it wasn't fun. And finally, I'm, like, sick of it, and I'm just like, you know what? I like how I look in a nose piercing. I think it suits me a lot. I'm just gonna go for it. So, me and my friend, I drive over to the local tattoo shop, and I'm like, can I get a nostril piercing? And he's like, sure, and it was, like, $60 or so. I did no research going into this. I just went for it. And I thought it wasn't gonna be too bad, you know? I don't remember getting my ears pierced, because my mom had me get my ears pierced when I was, like, 2. Something like that. So, I was like, well, people get their nose pierced all the time. It can't be that bad. Oh boy. Oh boy, did that hurt. Like, I wasn't ready for that. I didn't freak out too much, but it stung so bad. And I'm just there, like, afterwards, like, yeah, I'm fine. This is fine. And the worst part about it was that I actually had to get it re-pierced. And I was so mad when I learned this. I didn't like the default stud because the wire was super long. I like the L-shaped ones because they're easy to put in, easy to take out, and I don't have to worry about it too much. And they don't usually fall out of my face, so I wasn't too concerned about that. But at the time, I had a nose ring instead because I did recognize, like, okay, well, the reason why the shorter stud isn't in there is to make sure the hole doesn't close. So I'm going to put a nose ring instead because that's basically, like, a really long thing, sort of. It's kind of like an infinite wire if you really look at it a certain way. And, I'm doing this I'm not drawing right now because I want to look up, like, Borderlands art to take some background inspiration from. But the nose ring that I had, you sort of bend it in and out of place, so there was like a little gap. Butters this day had jumped on me in such a way where like it knocked the nose ring like inwards a little bit. And I didn't fix it for a bit because it kind of hurt, so I just didn't touch it. But oh boy, nostril piercings, if you didn't know, they heal. Okay, it's weird because like they heal fast, but they only heal fast when there isn't a piercing in the way, or when there isn't like jewelry in the way, and then they heal slow when like it's so stupid. So like a day or two passes, and I'm like, okay, I want to change it out, and I'm trying to put a new stud in instead of the ring, and I'm like, why is this not going through? And I feel around. It's closed on the inside. Like, the hole is still open on the outside, but it's closed on the inside. And I'm like, are you serious right now? So I had to go get it re-pierced again. Or, not again, but I had to go get it pierced again. And I was just like, bro. I had to pay for it, and it was expensive, and it hurt. And I was waiting there for a while because the guy who did the piercing that time was doing tattoos. I was mad. But I think at this point, there's no way, like, the studs don't fall out. And even if they did, I don't think it's gonna close because it's been like, what year did I get it pierced? It's been like a year maybe? I don't remember too well. But it's maybe 2 years now. I would totally accidentally just shove that piercing through the half-healed hole. I should have just taken a needle and done it, and then like put rubbing alcohol over it to sterilize it. But I hate needles. It's like the only thing keeping me from getting like more piercings, because I do know that I want to get a second set of piercings on my lobes, and then maybe some helix piercings. Because I like collecting earrings. Like, I really do like wearing them a lot. But, God, my stupid fear of needles is holding me back so much. It sucks. Anyways, we have this. I should probably look at some Borderlands art. Borderlands 2. Borderlands 2 is such a good game. It's honestly a shame that, like, the state that Borderlands is in. Borderlands 3 not really living up to Borderlands 2 in terms of a lot of people. Or in terms of a lot of people's standards, and then, like, the Borderlands movie being as dog shit as it was. And then the new Tales from the Borderlands also being really bad. It is a mess. I want to be hopeful for Borderlands 4, but I'm just not sure if I can. If I remember, though, the DLC for Borderlands 3 is at least pretty good. I have no piercings and don't want any. I'm a big baby. That's valid. Again, that's entirely why I'm not getting any other piercings. Part of me wonders if I would also like piercings in other spots in my body. But then every time I think about it more, it's like... But then it's like there's a hole there where there shouldn't be a hole. And it's like... In some of those spots, it's not even like cartilage anymore. Like people have like piercings like right here, like on their cheekbones. And I'm like, how do you live with that? Because that sounds like so uncomfortable. And I feel like you would like feel it all the time. And I'm like, no thanks. Like, no, I can't. I think what I want to do is, I want to copy, like, the Psycho on the logo, and, like, that gradient sort of orangey background. And then we'll do, like, some splashes of, like, big black ink. Because the nice thing about Borderlands is that the art style is, like, very reminiscent of, like, comics, so... like that. Tongue piercings sound like they'd be really annoying. And you know what also sounds super annoying? Nipple piercings. Like, do you taste metal forever? That's a really good question. Nipple piercings just sound annoying on the fact that, like, it is a sensitive spot on the body. And it's like, you're just gonna, like, do you just feel that all the time? Audibly crunch. And they never heal properly. Yeah. Ugh. Yeah, that sounds awful. And then on top of that, too. On top of that, I used to have a keloid on my nose piercing. It was a really small one, but it was noticeable. They all sound really annoying. Too much work to take care of. Yeah, exactly. But imagine, like, getting like a keloid. Like, say, like, on your belly button, or on your nipples, or literally anywhere else where you might get a piercing. Like, it's one thing if it's, like, maybe your ears, or, like, a small one on your nose, like what I had. It's another thing if it's, like, right there on top of your eye, or above your eyebrow, like... Jesus. I don't know if I could do that. But, yeah, it's... I really would love to get more piercings. I just don't think my brain will allow me to. Unless it's just the ears. I think I could handle the ears. Anywhere else on my body... like, no. No, it's not happening. Because again, for as fun as it sounds, for as good as it looks, I am kind of a comfort before style person at the end of the day. At the very least, I can say the nose piercing was absolutely worth it. Oh, hey, Johnny! Are you home from work? Everyone say hi to the smart brother. That's my manager. That's the guy I have conflict of interest with at work because, we decided to let it slip. Yeah, you're home from work. That's good. I tried to feed a cat in the parking lot, but he walked away. No! Kitty! Welcome. I hope work wasn't too bad, but judging from the fact that it seems like you just got home, and it's almost 12, I'm a little worried that the clothes was not that good today. It was a black fluffy-ish cat. Oh, that sounds so nice. I want a cat so bad, Johnny. Please, Johnny, can we have a cat? He's not answering me. He hates me, guys. I'm kidding. Johnny would never hate me. Probably. I want a cat too, dummy. You're allergic to cats? No! The tragedy! Oh, and your little, like, Sona is a cat too. I'm so sorry, Veggie. Actually, it's not really much of a gradient more than it is, like, kind of painted on there. Oh! Hello, bird! Welcome! Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. We're gonna be going for about another hour. It's always gonna be 10 to 1 for the evening streams until something better gets figured out. But yeah, welcome! Cat, no. Oh, everyone, no, stop being sad about cats! This is tragic. Yeah, hope you enjoy your time here. We've been very silly today. I'm trying to figure out how to copy this look from the Borderlands to art. I think this brush will work nicely, and I'll just add some textures in there. I'm pretty sure we're all actually allergic to cats at home, Johnny. My household has a cat, though. He weighs like 40 pounds. He looks like a mini fridge. That has to be one of the best descriptions of a cat that I have ever read. Oh, this is it's Christmas music. I didn't realize that the Deltarune thing had a thing. That's cute. That's on brand for the season. We're Frigado. Very, very true. I love a big cat. You know what cats are like really big? Maine Coons. I think I would enjoy having a Maine Coon as a cat. Imagine, like, Johnny, you live with me, so you know this. Imagine a cat that is as big as Butters. I think that'd be a very fun time. He somehow has corners! Oh, Nikki. I'm jealous. That sounds incredible. Let's see. So, the Borderlands 2 logo is kind of like this, and then in between that, there's, let's see. I think I want to take the Sumi pen, actually. Go down to like a red-orange. Alright, bye Johnny. He's a lap cat at heart, but he will cut off circulation to your legs. How massive is this cat? It feels evil to deny him, though. Very true, I get that. Let's see. Oh yeah, if a massive cat wanted to sit and crush my chest, I would let him. That would... The cat probably deserves it. Let's see, how do I want to do these lines? I've used Procreate for so long, and I haven't, like, touched 99% of these brushes. Yeah, no, that doesn't look that nice, so... Hui! But if there's any other artists in chat, what software do you guys use? Out of sheer curiosity, because I know... Oh, it's a bit too thick. Go like 12? Maybe 10. Because, it's still not going down the way that I want it to. Krita? Ooh! In chat, but not an artist. All good, Kira. If, we don't all have to be artists to enjoy art streams. I use Medibank because it's free. Stroke angle, If Johnny was here, he'd make a Stroker Nation joke. Do not opacity by pressure this. I'll fix the opacity later. Make it really long, though. Britain is also free? What? Why is Britain free? Am I missing something? Although I usually use paint.net. Do I click that? What is autocorrect doing? How did we even make that connection? I was wondering what you're doing owning Britain, Veggie, but congratulations. I'll be sure to let all the UK people who follow me know that you are officially the owner of Britain. I use Procreate. It does cost money, but only once. Yeah, that's what I love about Procreate. You only gotta pay once for it. Medibang has a premium service, I know that, but you'll catch me 6 feet under before paying for Medibang Premium like that. Oh my god, the emotes are amazing. I'm so glad you love them. I worked really hard on them. They're very silly. I've never tried paint.net before. Am I gonna regret clicking on this link? Can I click it? Well, the page is empty. But at least I can hopefully say that I'm not getting a virus. Yeah, Procreate good. Procreate very good. Medibang also pretty good, but I feel like I feel like whenever I see artists online and they're especially doing like create like professional work, I never see them using Medibang. It's always like Clip Studio or PaintSci or Procreate, and I'm like, it's part of me in the back of my head is like, is Medibang a bad program? Did I miss something? I don't think it's a bad program. It's just, I guess apparently not a lot of people use it, which is crazy because this is really good software for free. So I don't understand what's going on there. It's like MS Paint both layers. Ooh! But very fun. I hate subscribing to anything. I'll use 4 to 5 free programs to do the job of one program if it saves me from subscribing. No, so true. Clip Studio used to be better, but they've been making some questionable decisions. Yeah, I heard. Which is why I'm glad I'm not using them. And even if Medibang starts making questionable decisions, at least they've never gotten a dime out of me. Image space? I don't know how to use this pen. You know, maybe I should just use straight lines at this point. I want to use more of the things here, because you can see I have a lot of brushes, I just don't know how to use them. Let's put a stabilizer on real quick. See, this marker brush seems cool, but why? It does some weird things at like different thicknesses, it seems. Yeah, like what is that? What was that jank? I might as well just use my regular pen again. Actually, I think what I need to do is I need to do something like this. I need to get this gradient so that it's like not too overbearing, but also not like completely invisible. Try again. No. Am I hitting the undo right? There we go. I remember one time I wanted to try out Paint Toolsci, and they do have like a free trial version. Uh, so I did. I tried that, and I I don't remember too much of how it went. I enjoyed, I think, the sketching and the inking. I think it was really good for that. You're going to fly away for now. Have a nice stream. Oh yeah, of course. And thank you for showing up. Thank you for making the time to be here. Hope you're able to catch the next stream. I'll have my schedule up again on Monday, and we'll go from there. But yeah, have a great night. Hope you have a good sleep or a good rest of your day. I tried Paint Toolsci. I didn't mind the inking. I thought the pen was actually really nice. Sketching wasn't too interesting there. When I got to the rendering, I was livid. You guys know my rendering. It's very rough. It's very scratchy. The paint brushes that Paint Toolsci had, were not good. They were, like, weirdly... They didn't look like paintbrushes. To summarize, it was pretty bad. And I was so frustrated because I wanted to like try out Paint Toolsci to see like if it was a program that I'd like to make the switch to before I paid for it. And I recognize I only had like a free trial version at the end of the day, right? Oops. So it's like it's not like it's not like there was going to be like the most like outstanding brush selection on there, but it's like, this is the free trial. You should probably like put something better to like incentivize people to buy the full version. Again, the inking was fine, which I thought it looked nice, but I was just like why does the paintbrush that it comes to look so bad? So I ended up not doing it. Medibang, I think, is just 100% the way for me to go. I've never had, like, any major problems with it. The only thing, really, is that it seems to tank in performance when I get to the rendering phase sometimes, but I think that's gonna be a lot of art softwares anyways. Because my rendering is kind of like... It's kind of silly like that. I've come to accept that I don't need like super fancy art software to do what I do. I've always like carried this mindset. Like, yeah, you could get like the really expensive professional tools, and I guess this is leaning more towards traditional art than digital. But having it's not necessarily the tools that make the artist, it's the skill set. And I've been on Medibang long enough to where I think I can comfortably like say like, yeah, this is what I'm good at, and if I just keep working at this, it's gonna keep looking better and better and better every single day. At least I like to think that to myself. Then let's see. I want to add some scratchies to the... I'm going to add it here. Oh, add it. Let me figure this out. Okay, first, actually, let's... Where's my soft eraser? One day I will get to organizing this. I think it accidentally went all the way down here somewhere. Yeah, I don't know what these two are doing down here. Let me see if I can move that. Nope. I'm too lazy. Krita's also free, so it was a good move for me. Yeah. I tried Krita once. I think it was just the laptop I had at the time. But anytime I had it open longer for 30 minutes, I don't know why, but it always, like, kind of, like, lagged. So I was just like, I'm just gonna... just gonna try something else. Let's see. So I want these to sort of, like, fade in. We'll do that. Another software, it never lags for me. I'm sure it was probably just my laptop. Maybe if I try it again, I'll be happier with it. But we'll see. Another software that I had tried out before. It was actually when I first got my Wacom tablet. It was Art Rage because it came with the tablet that I bought. And that was when I still had my Mac. Or when I was still using my Mac, I should say. We still have it. It's just I don't think anyone uses it. Unless it's my small tablet and I have like 50 layers, then it lags. Yeah, that would do it. Let me think. Art Rage was nice, and the version that you get when you buy the Wacom tablet and redeem the code, it's actually a little bit more than you get a few more options than the demo, which was really nice. So I appreciated that, but it was definitely something. I think looking back on it now, I prefer this over Art Rage any day. So, that didn't last too long. And one of the funniest things about switching between all the different, art software too is that they all call, the tools different things. For example, this smudge, I think, is actually the liquify tool on Procreate. So, bouncing back and forth between so many of them is just oh my god, which thing is which, and you have to relearn it all over again. Hey, what can you do, though? I'm gonna take this color right here, and then I think that's when I want to start doing more of, nope, something like this. Just to add a little bit more to that color in the middle. Except put it below that. 50 layer drawing though, that's kind of insane. What is the biggest drawing that you guys have ever had? How many layers? I think for me it was definitely the Druid poster. That poster went so insanely hard. Ooh. Yeah, do some of this at the edges, actually. This is nice. I love that grunge. You're PNG tuber? Oh my god, really? Is that actually how... okay, wait. I should clarify what I mean by biggest drawing. Is that the biggest 100 layers? Okay, yeah, that's what I meant to say. Oh my god, that is actually insane. I don't even know what to say. That's incredible. That just speaks to how incredibly detailed your model is, because that is, wow. I could not fathom that. I think one of my biggest pieces definitely has to be the Druid poster. But I can't remember how many layers it actually used. I know for a lot of the magic effects, they each got their own layer, so that probably added a bunch to it. And then there was also, the matter of the background. Have all the lines different from the color. She has, 40 pieces plus different facial expressions. That is crazy. I don't even know how that works, because to my knowledge, a lot of PNG tubers, all it is that they have, a resting sprite, and then they have, one sprite for when they're talking, so it's man... I use so many layers and I never name them. Oh yeah, I don't name my layers either. I just guess. I don't have time to name stuff. My art's due tomorrow, I think. Speaking of tomorrow, art share is going live, so I forget what the prompt is. I'll probably look at that real quick, actually. No, I use PNG Tuber Plus. She moves way more than switching a static image. That's so cool. That's so cool. I need to catch a stream to see that in action. Anyways, tomorrow... I want to make a PNG tuber of my Skyrim character and then play Skyrim as her. Oh, so real. I already kind of have like a PNG. I don't know if I would ever put in as much effort to make her move around, but it would just be like a little self-portrait, but like a transparent cutout of her. Yeah, tomorrow's art share is, what is your favorite part of the whole process? I have clips you can see real quick. One that was just me showing my Halloween model. Yeah, go for it. Go ahead and send it in chat. Hey, hang on, Publer. Why is this scheduled for 9:33? No, the fuck it is not. That's 9 a.m. Okay, I fixed my thing. My release calendar is just so messy. It's so funny. But yeah, art share going live tomorrow. If you got art to share and definitely talk about it. Artists should talk. Artists deserve to talk about their art. I refuse to say otherwise. Tell me about that silly little technique you use to pull off the really cool effects. Go back to the eraser real quick. Then we're gonna do sort of a vignette here. So I'm gonna take black. Then I'm gonna take the yeah, that doesn't actually go on as heavy as I'd like it to unless I mess with it. Alright, so we'll draw in a shape first, actually, so... Oh, here we go. Alright, Nikki. Yeah, definitely good night. We're definitely going to be wrapping up in, like, 30-ish minutes because I do have work tomorrow. Let's see what this clip is about. Pause the music real quick. Hello? Oh my god, that is insane.
Spooky Mimi is here. That's awesome.
Oh my god, dude, that is actually crazy. It's so fluid too. It's just showing the Halloween model. Yeah, but that's still insane work though. Like, it looks so good. You would have had me convinced that it was a 3D model. Yeah, that is insane work right there. I saved the Halloween version separate. I cannot imagine making a separate model. That I can only imagine how long that must have taken. I'd hate to cover part of my tail here, but we're actually gonna put this on top. And then I have an effect that I want to try and go for. I don't know how well it's gonna pan out. I just had to recolor the pieces, so thank God, because I cannot imagine. Sometimes I'm tempted to make a VTuber model, but like, I don't know. I kind of, because I feel like with a lot of like VTuber models, they're, I think Regular Week took like 2 weeks. Oh my god, I would imagine. That is so many moving pieces. I feel like I don't know. I feel like with a lot of VTuber models, there's a lot of like expressiveness that you kind of lose, and um, I feel like I use like a lot of body language, so it's like when I talk, I want to like show that off. I talk with my hands a lot, so I don't know. A lot of them like you don't necessarily see them like from the shoulders down, or you don't really see their arms do a lot. So it's like I feel like there's just a little bit lost there, and I think it's a lot more fun when you can see me and my silly little expressions, and I'm just like just everywhere. You can have hand tracking if you want, mostly with 3D models. Oh, I see. I'll consider it. Because one thing's for certain, summer will come again, and on whether or not I will have working AC that isn't loud, um, is debatable. And I know for those days I probably won't have the camera on, because I won't. I probably won't have the camera on for like days when it's like really warm, because big ouch. Let's see. Do not do opacity by pressure. Foreground color scattered. How do I... So is it just supposed to look like that? Because I don't want it to be... I want splash effects. I'll consider it. But I know that the rigging is hard, so I'm not too sold on the idea yet. How am I going to get this splashies the way that I want it to? Because this is like the perfect shape, but it's not the right opacity, and I can't find a way to change the opacity in the brush settings. Particle size, rotate random. If it was bitmap. Probably shouldn't mess with that. I should probably duplicate that before I try anything. Yeah, if I did have a model, that would absolutely be my little character here. I have to think. Why is thinking so hard? I guess right off the bat, this will help. Having this sort of edge on the vignette is gonna help with the overall look. So let's see. I don't have the equipment for it yet. I want to do my own art and have someone rig it for me. I already have my eyes on one rigger. I don't have the equipment for it yet, though, and I feel like I'm not popular enough to justify such a large purchase right now. Yeah, that's understandable. That was me with like my mic and webcam. They're probably not the best. Well, I think the webcam is actually fine, especially because it's like only like a tiny thing up there. But the mic definitely could maybe sound a little better, but it's fine. I don't need to do that. I don't need to worry about that, probably. Let's see. So, this is good because this is already, like, sort of what I want. What matters now is that I can get that really nice, like, splash effect. I need a mic, though. I have my PlayStation headset currently. I'm surprised that that's just your PlayStation headset, because that sounds better than my Razer mic. Or the one on my headset, at least. It's like right here. I haven't muted because I think one time I didn't, and even though OBS was supposed to be capturing from the one that I have here on my desk, right here, it might have been getting this one too. So I just have it muted because I have this. I might as well use it. Oops. I want splashes, but the splashes are just not dark enough. Let's see. So much of what I do is just like improv and trial and error. I don't know how to do anything. Does that look good? I will say, I think right here actually needs to be way less. Comes down way less, but up here it's fine if it comes up a little bit. Just reduce it a little more, and then we can do this. Oops. Add a little bit of that. Do like that. I am guessing I should just learn how to paint these properly. Be careful not to spill over too much onto the thing. Then let's see. Even though we have it on top, I don't necessarily want it like overlapping like that. So we'll just erase where we need to. And that's not too bad because the outlines are also black. So I can just stay within the color there. Then we change tracks again. Let's see. What other playlists do I have in here? I wish so long as I kept talking I could have like some of these playlists just going, but I cannot. You know, I think Pokemon Mystery Dungeon is always a good one. Never heard, so I'm starting it at Treasure Town though. Starting at the good track. There we go. Love this soundtrack. I can never get enough of it. We'll just keep erasing where we need to. Oh my god. Then I'm curious about how I want to render the rest of this, because I would like to make it look more in line with the Borderlands art style. Borderlands art style do be a little particular. I would like to add like some of those detailed lines, like in the inking. I think that would be really nice. I just don't know how I would do it, because there is a way to do it. That. Rid of this spill over. Because again, the only reason why this is like on top of almost everything is because I do want a little bit of like overlap. I just don't want it to like completely like spill over. Ooh, yeah, 3:30. Definitely go to bed. Good night, Veggie. It was really good seeing you, and see, we'll be wrapping up fairly soon-ish here too. Won't be too long now, probably. Because I do have work tomorrow, unfortunately. Let's see. And then, what might be nice is we take this brush, we set it to an eraser mode, and then just do a little smaller. And then hopefully next time me and Clive play Borderlands, I can use this. Sort of treat it like cross-hatching for now. I'm so excited to go looking for rocks on Sunday, you don't understand. I love that that is my silly hyperfixation. I actually organized a bunch of them before I ate dinner today. I still have yet to put it back in the little trinket box that I was keeping them all in, but I think I want to take out the beads that are in there currently, because I need to find a space for them anyways. So there's that, and I don't want to keep my beads and my rocks in the same place anymore, because I think it's just better if they're all in like their own spots. So I need to figure that out. I have so much cleaning to do, and it just keeps piling on, and I'm just like, I need to get a grip. It sucks that I have energy to do literally anything but what's probably the most important. I wish I could like get over that. Like, oh, I need to clean my room, but what if I just worked on this thing for stream instead? That's definitely like my priority right now. No, it shouldn't be. Okay, I think I like how that looks. I'll do a little bit of this on the thing too, just so they're not too overbearing, because that is definitely a mild concern now that I take a step back and look at it all. I think having this eraser setting is literally one of the most useful things Medibang has to offer. I don't think Procreate does it, and I wish it did, or at least I wish I could figure out how to do it, because it is like super useful to achieve stuff like this. But yeah, that I think is looking more or less where I want it to. And now comes a really, really tough decision. Let's see. How do I want to do this? I definitely want it to look more comic booky. So where is my rendering? Where are my rendering layers? Where did I stick them? Right here. We'll go on top of it. And I just want to try stuff out. I'll take this pen because it's a little more like traditional ink. And put small stabilizer on. And then let's try... I don't actually know how to crosshatch. I just know the more lines you add in general, the more, the darker the effect you're trying to achieve is. I don't think we'll go too heavy on it, but I definitely want to try it out a little bit. Just to see, like, what it adds to the thing. I've been told I have a very comic book style before, so this is very on brand in a sense. Let's see. Is this the way that I want to do it? I think maybe actually put this on top of our ink layer and start treating it more like this. This is almost sort of multimedia. We're gonna pretend I inked like this from the beginning. That's what we're gonna do. Hopefully, and hopefully it works out the way that I want it to in my head. Hopefully. This brush really is nice. I'd love to do a piece like this, but with the way that I color, it's just so much better if I just use a standard pen. But maybe like this. You can get a more like sketched sort of outline. Maybe. Or maybe I'm just wasting my time. I definitely want to add, like, the lines that Borderlands uses on their character models. Because when you look, a lot of it is really, like, it almost looks like it's drawn in, but, like, they generally just have so much more detail than what I usually ink in, so it's like, I don't know. Maybe it'd help if I look at Maya. Let's see. Oops. There's like some marks here. It's very like... I don't know how to describe it. I think I should just go with what I can glean from looking at stuff. So like, this is kind of like we're doing the opposite of like room lights here. There's a little spot here that I missed. Let's erase that. kind of like that. Then we'll just darken that. And there is a way to show like depth and detailing and everything like this, and I am determined to learn how in the next 15 minutes of stream. Maya's skin is very like smooth when they render her. It's very clean actually compared to the other characters. This is a good render. I'm gonna open this in a new tab and zoom. Okay, so these lines are definitely a bit longer than I'm trying to like make them out to be, so I think I should actually have my stabilizer a little bit higher to manage that. And then so learning experience. Do it together. Shouldn't be too afraid of making things too dark. These are going to be like spread out kind of everywhere. I want to emphasize on like putting these more towards the shadows though. This isn't me trying to ink individual strands too, this is just me trying to add more of like inked detail to what I'm doing, so actually right here this would sort of be a clothing wrinkle, so what I can do is nope, let's see. Then do all of that. I think how does this look from... It's not bad. It's definitely not bad. That's a little bit too small to be worrying about that. So, let's see. They're just like scuff marks, you know? They're not necessarily like part of the shading, which is the interesting thing. So this is just me having to like learn to like ink in all these like little nicks and everything into how it looks. This is just like extra ink. That's how I need to approach this. This is just a little bit extra detailing. Then it should mostly be on the armor as opposed to the skin. Still trying to figure out that part of it. Let's see. See what time is it? 12:50. Alright. I think I'm just gonna add like a few more of these in. And then I think we're gonna call it just a little bit early. Just so I can sleep pretty soon. So I think we'll call it there actually. So yeah. That's how it's looking so far, and then hopefully the next time you guys see this, it'll be finished, and hopefully we can use it for the stream thumbnails for Borderlands 2. So, all that being said, thank you again everyone who showed up. It was super cool having so many people in chat, I think, for like the first time. That was honestly insane, which makes me think maybe I should be streaming Fridays. I'll figure it out. So next stream is going to be Tuesday, 11:30 a.m. PST. We'll go for about 3 hours again. Probably going to be another art stream. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. And then maybe I'll bump it out to... Turned out amazing. It's amazing so far. I still have yet to get to highlights because we're definitely going to be adding that. I just want to add in extra little detailed bits because I would like it to look a little bit closer to the Borderlands art style, not all the way. But yeah, thank you for tuning in, everyone. I'll see you guys next week. Art shares on the weekend, of course. If you're an artist, feel free to participate. I retweet or repost all of them, and I try to leave like as many like insightful comments as I can on the art. So yeah, hope to see everyone there, and we'll catch you then. Bye! See you next time.